The afternoon sun blazed over the quiet suburban street, painting everything in gold. That silence was broken not by the cheerful laughter of children, but by something sharper, crueler, mocking voices that cut like blades. On the cracked pavement, a teenage girl named Marissa tried to steady herself on her crutches, her legs trembling slightly as the tips sank into the uneven ground. Living with cerebral palsy, she had long grown used to whispers, stares, and unkind remarks. But this day was worse. This time, the cruelty wasn't just words. A group of older boys circled her like vultures, their laughter echoing as one of them suddenly shoved her. Marissa stumbled, falling hard onto the hot asphalt. Her crutches clattered across the street. For a split second, the world seemed to stop. Her body sprawled, knees scraped, hands trembling, with cars slowing in the distance as the boys' laughter grew louder. One of them kicked her crutch further away, another limped in exaggerated mockery. Tears welled up in her eyes, but she forced herself not to cry. She had learned long ago that showing weakness only fed their cruelty. Still, sitting there in the middle of the street, humiliated and aching, she felt smaller than ever before. And then the sound came, deep, powerful, unrelenting. The rumble of motorcycles, at first faint, then growing louder until it drowned out the laughter. Engines roared like thunder as a line of bikes rolled into view, chrome glinting under the sunlight. The boys' smirks faltered. Neighbors peeked from their windows. Marissa turned her head, eyes widening. A group of men rode in, leather jackets patched with the infamous Hells Angels insignia, towering figures with tattoos and weathered faces. They looked like a wall of steel. To some, it was terrifying. To Marissa, it was salvation. The motorcycles slowed to a stop right in front of the boys. Engines idled, growling like beasts waiting to strike. One by one, the bikers dismounted. Heavy boots hit the pavement. Silence fell. The boys exchanged nervous glances, their bravado crumbling as the bikers drew closer. Without a word spoken, the bullies scattered, their cruelty dissolving into cowardice as they ran. For the first time that day, Marissa wasn't surrounded by mockery. She was surrounded by protectors. A silver-haired biker with a braided ponytail and piercing but kind eyes walked over, crouched down, and picked up her crutches. With steady hands, he helped her to her feet. Another removed his leather vest and draped it gently over her shoulders, shielding her from the stares of bystanders. In that moment, Marissa wasn't just the girl who had fallen. She was someone worth standing up for. From that day forward, the bikers didn't disappear. They checked in on her, sometimes escorting her family on rides to make sure she felt safe. They even raised funds to buy her a customized wheelchair, giving her more independence than she'd ever known. For Marissa, the change was deeper than protection. It was dignity. It was being seen. Her confidence grew. She walked the halls of her school with her head held higher. Not because bullies no longer existed, but because she knew she wasn't alone. Word spread quickly. No one wanted to mess with the girl the angels had defended. More importantly, the community began to shift. Where once people turned away when cruelty happened, now they thought twice. Some even found the courage to step in. Kindness, shown so boldly, had rippled outward. Marissa's story is a reminder that heroes don't always look like the ones in storybooks. Sometimes they ride motorcycles, wear leather vests, and roar in when the world feels darkest. Sometimes the toughest exteriors hide the softest hearts, and sometimes strangers, the most unlikely of people, can become the guardians of dignity we never knew we needed. Kindness doesn't just change a moment. It changes a life, it changes a community, it changes the world. And Marissa's story, the girl who fell but rose with the help of unexpected angels, will forever remind us of the power of compassion.